Welcome back to a new video. I hope you've all had a great Christmas. In this episode of What You Need to Know, we'll be looking at one of the first really notable games of 2020, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is being created by Cyberconnect 2, who many of you will know are responsible for working on the long-running Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm series, which are easily some of the best games out there based on an anime, so it's truly in great hands. Over the years we've had a plethora of Dragon Ball games, so what separates this new one from many of the recent entries? Whereas Xenoverse 1 and 2 are based heavily on an MMO, and Fighters is more of a traditional competitive 2D fighter, Kakarot is different in that it's a completely single-player action RPG with an open world structure. This is something we've really only ever seen once before with the fan favourite GBA series Legacy of Goku. In terms of the story, it is mostly a straight retelling of Z, going from the beginning of the Saiyan saga with Goku's battle with Raditz, right to the end of Z with the defeat of Kid Buu. It's not absolutely 100% clear if it will go past this point. Technically Battle of Gods and Resurrection F are part of Dragon Ball Z, so they could feature in some form, but it seems unlikely. Although the main story will stick to the well-known canon, there will interestingly be plenty of side quests that will delve into new, non-canon content not seen ever before. For example, Akira Toriyama has designed a new member of the Ginyu Force called Bonyu, who will feature extensively in a short side quest. We'll also see some returning characters like Nam and Android 8 who were prominent in Dragon Ball but were almost completely absent in Z, so it'll be great to see older faces like them again. Additionally, some characters' relationships will be fleshed out a little more, such as Gohan and Android 16, exploring deeper into why Gohan went Super Saiyan 2 and the anger he felt about his death. Originally when the game was announced, it appeared like Goku might be the only playable character, but we've since learned there are a number of them. Those we have confirmed so far are Goku, Vegeta, Gohan in Kid, Teen, Adult, and even Great Saiyaman form, Piccolo, Future Trunks, Gotenks, and Vegito. In addition, there are support characters in which you can bring two alongside you at once to aid you in battle, each with their own strengths, weaknesses, and useful techniques, such as Solar Flare, which will temporarily stun enemies. The confirmed support characters are Krillin, Tien, Chaozu, Yamcha, Android 18, Goten, and Trunks. We talked about the story and characters, so let's explore the world and combat system. While it has an open world structure, it's technically not one huge open world. In fact, to quote the producer Ryusuke Hara, he said in regards to it, there are several very large and wide expansive areas or zones if you will, where you can experience sagas of the Goku story. They'll be unlocked as you progress through the narrative. So it appears regions will be separate from one another, but they are massive and you can access the world map simply by flying as high as possible in any given area. Each region won't feel like large empty spaces with nothing to do in between story missions though, as there will be various activities to partake in, such as the previously mentioned side quests, also random things such as fishing, where Goku hilariously pulls out his tail, reattaches it and uses it as bait, finding the 7 Dragon Balls, cooking food, and collecting Z Orbs. Combat wise, it'll feel most similar to the Xenoverse titles, although fights take place right in the part of the world you are in with no invisible walls. You aren't warped to a small enclosed area specifically for each battle. Being that it is an RPG, this has allowed Cyberconnect 2 to really emphasize power levels much more. Whereas in say Dragon Ball Fighters, someone like Krillin can stand on equal footing with Jiren, stats play a big role this time, so you may find you'll come across an enemy that's much tougher than you, where you really stand little chance, meaning you'll need to go away and improve your strength in order to beat them by leveling up. It's not been stated what the level cap is, but I have seen a character in the 70s during the Buu saga, so if I had to hazard a guess, I would say level 100, but who knows, maybe it's over 9,000.
9,000? There's no way that could be right! It can't!
Don't be so sure!
Jokes aside, what is interesting is that as your level increases, you'll notice not only will your strength improve, but so will your speed. You'll have a full skill tree to take advantage of, in which you can learn and upgrade skills. To progress through the skill tree, you'll use a currency called Z Orbs. These are orbs I mentioned earlier that you'll find throughout the world, with different coloured orbs required for different upgrades. You can also learn super moves by completing tasks at various training grounds dotted around the map. Finally, by completing quests for different characters, you'll acquire soul emblems. These can then be placed on a community board which can produce unique dialogue between characters as well as special bonuses and power-ups. Moving on to the music, it goes without saying that it's incredibly iconic in the Dragon Ball series, but it's not always something the games have utilised for a myriad of reasons. Thankfully, that isn't the case this time. To give a couple of examples, the intro has the original DBZ music Chala Headchala, and you'll be flying throughout the world listening to the classic prologue music, which will no doubt add to the immersion. Whilst we're on the topic of the intro, it's a really fantastic homage to the TV series with some fantastic scenes matching it very closely. There's not long to go before you can pick up the game, as it releases on January 17th for the Xbox One, PS4 and PC. PS4 Pro and Xbox One X support is confirmed, but no word on the enhancements have been talked about at the moment. If you pre-order, you'll get access to a sub-quest called a Competitive Party with Friends, early access to Bonyu's training, and one cooking item which grants a permanent boost to melee attack and HP. I really hope this has given you a good rundown of what to expect from Dragon Ball Z Kakarot when it drops. Let me know down in the comments if you'll be picking it up on the 17th of January and what you're most looking forward to about it. That's it for today. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, subscribe and hit the bell icon for a notification each time a video goes live. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.